Good morning, students. Very good morning. Today we start new lesson, that is strings and its operations. So this is chapter 9 related to strings topic. Strings and its manipulations or operations on strings. So you know very well what is meant by string. A string is a group of characters. A string means group of characters. Group of characters. You know very well. Okay. So I take one string, that is hello. Here in that string consists of H, E, L, L, O. Total how many characters? 5 characters. Okay, I take one string S1. S1 is a variable that consists of hello. Okay, see, hello. It consists of total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. Group of characters. A string is a group of characters. Here 5 characters are there. So the length of the S1 is, to calculate the length of S1, already we know very well, len function, len of S1. So to print len of S1 means, it display the output 5. It display the output 5. Why? It consists of 5 characters. So that's why a string is a group of characters. A string is a which data type? Immutable data type. Why it is calling it as immutable data type? A string is a immutable data type. Immutable data type. Why? Immutable means unmodifiable. Unmodifiable or non-modifiable. Unmodifiable or non-modifiable. Suppose I am taking one string. What is meant by immutable or non-mutable or unmutable, unmodifiable? See, I take one string. So unmodifiable means we apply some operations on strings that can be changed, but we not change the original string. We create a new string rather than modifying the old string. That is the concept of immutable or unmodifiable type of the string. Okay. So when we apply any operations on the given string, okay, if any changes in that given string, that changes not reflect in the given string. It creates a new string in some other memory place, location. Okay, it not applied on given string. Okay, so we apply operations, but that not changed in that original string. Rather than it applies on create a new string. That is the concept of immutable data type or unmodifiable strings. Okay, a string is a group of characters. It is a sequence of characters. Sequence of characters. See, I take this example hello S1. So S1 variable is created in memory like that. See here. So how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 bytes of memory allocated for this string. Okay. See here H, E, L, L, O. This S1 is created in, see, S1 is created in and represented to this one. Okay. This one is starting 1000, memory location 1001, 1002, 1003 and 1004. Each character in the given string occupies 1 byte. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Okay. So each and every character occupies 1 byte of memory in the memory. Okay. See, coming to Here total characters are 5. Suppose I take one more, okay, one more string, that is hello world. Hello world. See, observe here. Every string consists of placed in every string placed in either single characters or double quote characters, okay, single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. All these are considered as a string. You know very well. Here I am taking double quotes. Suppose I am taking here single quotes. Both are valid. S1 is a string. Here S2 is also a string. So strings can be placed in between single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. Okay. So see, this one is double quotes. This one is single quotes. I place here hello world. How many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one is also 11. So total how many characters? 5 plus 5, 10 plus 1 space is there. Space is also considered as a one character. That is called as empty string. Empty string means, see, this one is one character. So total how many characters it occupies? 11 characters. Okay. So this can be displayed in this way. S2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here H, E, L, L, O space. One space is required. For that it is also one character. So next I take here world. See, observe here. This one is S2 in memory. Suppose 2000 memory location, 2001, 2002 and so on. Okay, like that. See, I display here memory organization of this string S2. See, S2 represents, look at this memory address 2000. Here in this 2000 memory location, it consists of hello world, group of characters. Okay, it is a string. So it placed in, strings are placed in either single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. Next, coming to empty string. What is meant by empty string? So strings can be empty string. What is meant by empty string? See, observe this string. I create one string without having any characters. See, observe here. This one is one string. I placed in without any characters. So 0 characters are there. In this string consists of, this string S3 consists of 0 characters. That is calling it as empty string. This one is. So empty string consists of no characters or 0 characters or 0 characters. So one string consists of without having any characters, that is called as empty string. Understood my point? So coming to strings can be represented in memory. Each character having 1 byte of memory. Next, how to represent strings in memory. Suppose I take S3 is equal to hello world. Hello world. Okay. Next, consider this example either in single quotes or double quotes. See, so I represent this one in memory. Total how many characters are there? 11 characters. Okay. So H, E, L, L, O, hello. One space is required. World. Okay. See, this one is first character. So every time string starts with 0. So this one is called as index of the given string. See, S3 is here. S3 is a string. The name of the string is, the entire string name is S3. We give single name but we access all these each and every character individually by using this name S3, variable S3. See, observe here, this one is called as index. I write here index or ID or position. Okay, see, index, ID or position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total how many characters? 11 characters. Every time you know very well, every sequence starts with either starting with from 0 to n minus 1. Here how many characters are there? 11 characters. That's why here ends with, so if n characters means starting with 0 to n minus 1. Understood my point? So it consists of total n characters, total 11 characters, starts with 0 to 10. Counting all this, it returns total 11 characters. So in this way we represent strings in memory. Okay, next we access each and every character of this string individually. How to access? By using this S3. See, this one is S3. Okay, so yes, by using this name or variable, string variable S3, we access each and every character of the string. S3 of 0. S3 means 1000 memory address location. This one is 1000 memory address location. 1001, 1002, 1003 and so on. 1010. Okay, so 1000 to 1010. I access here S3 of 0. S3 of 0 means by using this index or ID, we access each and every character of the string. Suppose I print S3 of 0. I print here S3 of 0. So to print S3 of 0, I write here print S3 of 0. This one is index. Print S3 of 0. I place this one. S3 is a string variable. S3 of 0 means it prints H. Only it prints the first character, that is H. So I access here this first character by using this index and this string variable. S3 of 0 is H. Next I print S3 of 1. S3 of 1 means E. So I print S3 of 1. Okay, S3 of 1, that is E. Okay, S3 of 2. Print S3 of 2. S3 of 2. See, index, every time index placed in this square brackets. We place index, all these indexes are placed in square brackets. This one is square bracket. So we place index always, string index placed in this square brackets. Okay, so I access here S3 of 2. S3 of 2 means L. So in this way I access here print S3 of 10. S3 of 10 means it prints D. In this way we access each and every character of the string starting from S3 of 0, S3 of 1, S3 of 2 and so on, S3 of 10. It displays last character, that is D. Here S3 of 5 is space. Here no character is there. That means empty character. This is calling it as empty character. So here it displays without any character. That's why it displays empty character. Next coming to, okay, see this index, we start with left to right side. So this one is calling it as forward direction. This is calling it as forward direction. So these indexes we refer by using this forward direction, that is 0 to 10. Okay, I write in backward direction. So strings can be Okay, accessed not only in forward direction, okay, but also we access, okay, by using backward direction also. So strings can be accessed in two ways, that is forward direction and backward direction. This one is forward direction. S3 of 0, S3 of 1, S3 of 2 positive values we apply here. So that is, so when we access 0 to positive values means that is forward direction. We access all these string characters in position of negative characters, that is backward direction. That is calling it as right here S3 backward direction C. Observe here. Okay, this one is 0 starting to 0 to 10. This one is forward direction. When I am accessing this direction, this is calling it as backward direction. This one is -1. Okay, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10 and finally -11. So we access this same string S3. See, this one is S3. By using this forward direction or by using this backward direction, I print by using the backward direction. So S3 of -1, it displays D. So print right here, print S3 of -1. I place here square brackets. So S3 of -1 it displays D. S3 of -2 is displays, I print this one S3 of -2. Okay, S3 of -2 that is L. Okay, and so on. Print S3 of, okay, -11. S3 of -11 it prints H. Understood my point? In this way we access in backward direction also. So S3 of -1 D, S3 of -2 L, S3 of -3 is R. Like that we access each and every character by using this negative index also. So positive index means forward direction, negative index means right to left, positive means left to right. So both, okay, we can access any way, either forward direction or backward direction. We access all these characters of the string. That is the concept of, basic concepts of string. Then we access here each and every character, print individually by using these indexes. So iteratively we access starting from this to this one. We use for loop. 10 times we access here each and every character iteratively. That's why right here by using iteratively we take some action. We give some action iteratively means we go for loops. For loop or while loop. I write here one for loop to access these characters. Okay. So right here one for loop. See, I write here S3 is this one. S3 having this one. See S3 is equal to, I write here S3 is equal to hello world. Hello world. Okay, for, yes, I write here for loop. For CH, I take one variable CH, loop control variable, that is CH. First character, single character. So for CH in S3, I take here S3. Okay, directly, otherwise I directly write here hello world. Okay, so for CH in S3, okay, or otherwise hello world. Then print, okay, print, okay, CH. Print CH. First it access one character, or otherwise I write directly here hello world. Hello world. So first it displays H, after that it displays E, after that it displays L, after that it displays L, O, and so on. So each and every time it displays one character at a time. So in this way we access, okay, each and every character of the string by using this for loop. First it displays, okay, first it takes H. That's why it displays output here, right here output. First it displays H. Okay, coming to next, it print CH. CH means here H. Next it displays takes second character E. Then it displays E. So H E. After that L. After that L O and so on. So like that it displays each and every character of the string by using this for loop. So iteratively we print each and every character. At a time we print here one character. We take one character from this and display here. Okay. So this is the concept of strings related to memory organization by using forward direction and by using backward direction. Coming to, okay, in this chapter we discuss string manipulations. String manipulations are string operations. So string manipulations are string operations. See, next coming to string operations are operations of strings. String operations are operations of strings. Operations are strings. See, observe here, operations are strings. So here we apply different operations on strings by using operators. We know very well so many operators in previous chapters. So we know very well arithmetic operators, logical operators, membership operators. All these operators are different purposes we use. Here we apply some of the new concepts or new operations on strings. That is, one is plus operator. Plus operator for concatenation of strings. Concatenation of strings. To concatenate two strings. Concatenation means joining. Concatenation means joining of two strings or two or more strings. Joining means combining. Combining two strings, that is called as joining or concatenation. See, second operation is star operator. So this one is concatenation operator. So this one is called plus operator is called as concatenation operator. Replication. This operator for replication. Replication of strings. Replication means repetition. Repetition. T-A-T-I-O-N. Repetition of strings. How many times we repeat the same string? Here we apply by using star operator. Here this plus operator is not an arithmetic operator. Here star operator is not an arithmetic operator. They are providing some meaningful, okay, some other meaning we are providing here in strings. So this one is not an arithmetic operator. This one is also here arithmetic operators when we are applying on strings. Okay, so consider these two operators and membership operators. Third one is membership operators and comparison operators. In and not in. Here these two are in and not in. These two are membership operators. So membership operators means in and not in operators. We apply these two operators on strings. Next, coming to comparison operators. Comparison operators means less than, greater than or equal to, not equal to. All these logical operators. These are all logical operators. So all these logical operators are considered as comparison operators. We compare two strings. by using less than, greater than, not equal to, less than or equal to, all these. So all these operators are used on strings, applied on strings. Today we discuss only focused on in this class. Okay, we focused on these two operations. In next class we focused on these two operations. So today we discuss only concentrate on first and second two operators. One is for concatenation operator, second is for replication operator. How these works on strings. Okay, so consider these examples. First one is, consider first example, concatenation operator. Okay, concatenation operators. So plus is an operator for concatenation purposes. I take two strings. S1 is here. I take here S1 is high. An example here I am taking for concatenation operation. So I take two strings. S1 high, S2 is high. I take two strings here. So I combine these two strings. Okay. So S1 plus S2. S1 plus S2. So S1 plus S2 means S1 plus S2. See, S1 plus S2 is equal to S3. Suppose I write here S3 is equal to S1 plus S2. S1 plus S2. Then I concatenate S1 plus S2 and store it on another string, that is S3. So two strings concatenated to another string. This one is new string, not a previous string. Okay, I create one more new string S3. So that is why, because I am taking here one more new string. Here strings are unmodifiable. That's why I am taking here new string. Okay, it is not modify the old string, that is high, or the old string by. So these two are concatenated or joined and it returns one new string, not modified previous strings. That's the reason we create here one more new string here. See, S3 is equal to S1 plus S2. Okay, so print, I print here S3. So what is the output it displays? Here I concatenate high, by, and one more new string is created that can be printed here. It displays the following output. So it displays the following output here. Right here, high plus by. See, observe here. High plus by is equal to high by. It displays this output. High by. This is the output it displays. Okay, understood my point. So concatenation means combining and joining these two strings with a new string. Creation of a new string and display that new string. So understood my point. See, without gap. They are not maintaining any gap. High, immediately after it starts by. Okay, see how this can be implemented. This concatenation operation. See, observe here. When we apply plus operation, here this one is a, here I apply here concatenation operation. Plus always treated as concatenation. S1 concatenate, here I first S1 is concatenated with S2. Concatenation means combining or joining. And then finally it stores in third variable S3. Assigned to S3. See, first I take here, okay, S1 is one string. S1 is one string. That is high. That consists of high. So 0, 1, 2. So I represent this one in memory. This one is 1000 memory address location, 1001, 1002. 1000, 1001, 1002 memory address location high. So next second S2. I take here S2. Okay, S2 can be displayed like that. See, second one is by. B-Y-E by. So 0, 1, 2. See, this one is 2000 memory address location 2001, 2002 memory address location. See, S1 is placed in 1000, 1001, 1002. S2 is placed in 2000, 2001, 2002 memory location. Then we combine these two. Okay, so here how many characters are there? 3 characters. Here how many characters are there? 3 characters. Total 6 characters. So to accommodate these two concatenation values, we take one more new string, that is S3 here. Total 3 plus 3, 6 characters. So S3 is displayed here. S3 displayed like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, bye. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, understood my point. This one is 3000 memory address location, 3001, 3002, 3003, 3004, 3005. Observe here. This one is 1000 memory address location. This one is 2000 memory address location. This one starts with 3000 memory address location. We not modify any previous address location values. We not modify here. Just we create one more new string and combining these two strings to store here. Combining concatenation of those two strings in a new string, that is S3. Then print S3 to display the value of S3. Here the value of S3 is hi, bye. So this is the concept of concatenation of two strings. Understood my point? Here when we apply, some caching is required. No. Here when we apply concatenation operations, see, observe here. When we apply concatenation operations, here this plus symbol is concatenation operation. Okay, before S1 I take one operand. This one is one operand, operand, operator, operand. This operand is string operand. This one is also string. Both two are strings. Both two are strings. This one acting as a concatenation operator. Okay, suppose, okay, I take here one example. Okay, for concatenation, okay, some caching is required. I take here one example. See, this one is 1, 2. This string 1, 2. Here it is not a 12. It is not a 12. I place 12 in double quotes. That's why it is a character 1, 2. Not 12. Character 1, 2. Plus 3, 4. 1, 2 plus 3, 4. This one is one string. This one is one string. Here string plus string. String concatenated with another string. So that is displays the following output. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? It is not an operation of arithmetic operation. Here this one is string, here this one is string. That's why you combine these two strings. Here this one is not a value. This one is not a value. We combine these two strings to form a new string, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is best example. Okay. When we take, okay, one value within single quotes or double quotes, it is not acting as a value. It can be considered as a string. Okay, understood my point. Next, coming to one more example. Here, hi, bye. This displays the following output. Hi, bye. Hi, bye. This one is string. That's why you place it in. So, hi is one string, bye is one other string. String plus string concatenation. So, that's why it displays hi, bye. One more string. Next, coming to, I write here 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. I write here 12. Not placed in, double quotes or single quotes. That's why it is acting as a integer. It is not a string. So, integer plus hi. Here, this one is integer. Observe this example very carefully. This one is integer data type. This one is string data type. We combine these two. So we combine only two strings, joining only two strings. But here it is a integer value. This one is string value. This returns some error. Which type of error? Data type error. Type error. It displays type error. And it displays some error. Why? Because we combine two strings, but it is not a string. It is a integer value. We not concatenate. One integer value with one string value. That's why here mismatch the data type. So data type error it returns. Which type of error it returns? Data type error. Suppose if it is also a string, then we combine these two strings and display the output. Okay, let's consider one more example. 12 plus 34. See, here I am not taking 12 as a not placed in single quotes or double quotes. Here also 34 I am taking not considered as a single quotes or double quotes. That's why it is an integer value. This one is also integer value. So both two are integer values. Then it displays. Here it is acting plus operator. It is not a concatenation operator. This one is integer. So this one is integer. That's why here plus operator. This one is integer. This one is integer. That's why plus operator is an arithmetic operation. This one is acting as a arithmetic operation, not concatenation operator. Because concatenation operation is applied only on two strings. Here both are integers. That's why it displays 34 plus 12. One integer plus another integer. So to add two integers, it returns integer value. Here 46. It displays that one is also integer. It returns output that is 46. See, observe here. So when we apply concatenation operation, we check for two operands. If both two operands belongs to strings, it returns one new string. If both are having integers, it not acting as a concatenation operation. Why? Here both are values. That's why it returns some value. It is not a concatenation operation, plus operation. So it returns addition of two values. See, consider this example. Here I am taking one integer. This one is integer. This one is integer. This one is string. We not combine. We not join one string with one integer. One integer with one string. That's why it returns error type error. I take one more example here. See, in this example I take first hi. I take hi in double quotes. This one is string. Second I take here 78. Okay, I not mention here double quotes or single quote. That's why it is, this one is string. Okay, this one is integer. We not concatenate. Okay, this string with integer value. This returns some error. Okay, which type of error it returns? Okay, type error. They are asking which type of error? Type error. And it displays the output. This one is string data type. This one is integer data type. We not concatenate one string with another integer. That's why it type error it displays. Doesn't display any value here. So both are strings, it returns string. Both are values, it returns some value. Both are integers, it returns and acting as plus operator. Here both are values, it returns some value. Here plus acting as a addition operator. Here, okay, consider all these example to understand the concept of concatenation of two strings. Coming to one more topic, that is star operation. The second one is star operation. Okay, I take here star operation for replication. So consider this star operation. Star operation for replication. Replication. Suppose I write here an example. What is meant by replication or repeated? Repeated or replication. Okay, see. So first I write S1 is equal to high. I take one example here. S1 is equal to high. Okay, say I write here. Okay, S1 star 3. S1 star 3. This one is string. This one is string. This one is integer. See, observe here this point. This one is first operand is string. Second operand data type is integer. When we apply star operation, so S1 is repeated 3 times. S1 is repeated 3 times. So then I print S1 star 3. Okay, it prints which output? It prints, actually S1 consists of high. S1 consists of high. It displays this output. High, high, high. 3 times repeated the same S1 repeated in 3 times and display this output. So this is the concept of replication or repeated. Understood my point? So here when we observe this star operation, replicate, how many number of times we repeated? This one is integer, compulsory we take here integer. Here this one is string. That's why it displays 3 times repeated this string. High into 3. Into means here not multiplication operator. It acts as a replication operator. So high 3 times repeated, and it creates one more. It not modify the output, not modify this original string. When we observe, this high can be repeated 3 times here. I take one more example here. Okay, see, here S1 is high. I write here S1 star 3. I write here 3 star S1. 3 star S1. Here S1 is high. I write here 3 star S1. It print, I print here 3 star S1. Here 3 is an integer value and S1 is a string value. 3 star S1. It prints the output here high, high, high. Concatenated and repeatedly 3 times it displays. Both are valid. This one is also valid. This one is also valid. First we write string. After that we write here integer. Here we reverse. That is, first we write integer. After that we write here string. Both are valid. So when we take star operation, that is replication, one is string data type, one is number data type, that is integer data type. Here integer string. Observe here. Okay, suppose I take one more example. How this can be represented in memory? How this can be represented in memory? See, I write here how this can be represented in memory. Suppose first I take S1. See, S1 in memory. So this one is high in memory. 0, 1, 2 in forward direction. This one is 1000 memory address location, 1001, 1002. Okay, I take here S1 high 1000, 1001, 1002. Okay, next coming to, okay, 3 times. I write here 3 into S1. So 3 into S1 or S1 into 3. Both are valid. S1 into 3. 3 times repeated. So 3 times means total how many characters? 1, 2, 3. 3 characters. Here length of S1 is 3. Len of S1 is 3. It automatically system calculates len of S1. Len of S1 is equal to total how many characters? 3 characters. System calculates automatically length of S1. Length of S1. How many characters are there? 3 characters. So 3 times into 3 characters. So 3 into 3, 9 characters. Then it allocates in memory total 9. So it creates a new string, that is 1, 2, 3. Total how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So hi, it displays one more time hi, one more time hi. Understood my point? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this one is a new string. This one is a new string and it represents 5000 memory address location to 5007, 5008, 5000 to 5008. So in this way we apply string repetition or replication by using this star operation. One more note here, we observe here, like in concatenation operator, here we observe first operand is either integer or string. Second operand is either integer or string. So if one operator is integer, second operator is string. If one operator is string, second operator is integer. Suppose I write both operands are suppose I write both operands are integer 4 star 5. What will happen? See, this one is integer. This one is also integer 5. This one is value 4 integer. This one is value 5 integer. So this one is 5 the value integer. Then it display 20. Why? Because integer into integer. So here star is not a replication operation. Both are integers. It displays some integer. That's why here star operates works on multiplication operation. Okay. So coming to I write here hi star 3. It displays this one is string. This one is integer. Then this star operation acting as a string integer. Then it applies on this replication operation. That is hi. It displays the output hi, hi, hi. It displays this output. This one is one string. Understood my point? Suppose I write one more example here. I write one more example here. See, I take one more example. One is hi star, second one is bye. See, one is hi, second one is bye. This one is string, this one is also string. Both are strings. Both are strings. Then what will be happen? It doesn't display any value. It displays some error. Why? Here type error. It displays type error. Type means here data type error. Why? One is both are integers. Then it applies on multiplication operation. If both are strings, we not apply any multiplication or replication operation. For replication operation, one input is string and one input is integer. But we write here both are strings. That create problems. Data type mismatch. That's why it displays type error message. This is the caption when we apply. So when we apply multiplication operation, we take two operands as integer or any number data type. When we apply replication operation on strings, one is we taking it as string and another one is taking it as a integer. Here I am taking two strings, that's why it creates problems. So this is the concept. Today we discussed here, this strings and its operations. So remaining two operations, that is comparison of operations and membership operators in next class. Thank you students.